What is up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today I thought I might do something a little bit different to my last to first challenge videos, since it is the last home race for Felipe Massa. He'll be retiring in a couple weeks time. I thought I'd do a little bit of a tribute and make this more of a special video. So I'm going to be driving as Felipe Massa around the Brazilian Grand Prix, still going from last to first potentially, but we're going to up the race distance to 50%. Involve a little bit of race strategy as well in the process, and yeah, see what we can make of it. So here we go, driving around the Brazilian Grand Prix as Felipe Massa. Let's see what we can do starting from last place.
Well, hello and welcome to a very special race here today.
Well, it wouldn't be a Brazilian Grand Prix without a little bit of weather. Let's take a look at the race strategy. We can see doing 3 stints on the intermediate tyres, but there is supposed to be a brief period where it's going to be dry. So whenever that dry period is, we're going to need to react very, very quickly in order to make up some time on the rest of the AI. So we'll just have to play it by ear and see how we go, starting from the back in Felipe Massa's Williams. Can we get that dream win? We'll have to wait until after the formation lap. Alright, now that the formation lap is out of the way, it is time to get this race underway. 5 red lights for the Brazilian Grand Prix, and away we go. I can just hear the amount of wheel spin coming through the rear tyres there. Let's chuck it down to lean and get it customised to this circuit as we head into turn 1. Harrianto goes for a dive bomb on a couple cars. He's in P10. A stock Manor with no upgrades, is in P10 at the moment. We made a collision with Grosjean, but there's been a pile up way far behind between back markers there, and there's a safety car being deployed already. Looks like it was Jensen Button who made contact with Esteban Gutierrez there, and then Jensen gets going again. He hits a tyre bundle. A Renault goes very slowly, and the Sauber is just stuck there behind. But everyone gets through, but the safety car was called out anyway, so that's Codemasters for you. They like to bring out safety cars if there is severe contact. And here we go, at the start of the race, we have a safety car. I wonder how long it's going to stay out for, because we are making a switch to dry weather very, very soon. Let's ask Jeff how far away it is.
The weather will improve shortly. Rain will ease off in 5 minutes' time.
It might even be worth a little bit of a gamble here to switch onto the dry tyres in 2 laps' time. Maybe the safety car will still be out. That might be a bit of a stretch, but it might be worth a gamble, so we'll have to have a think about that one. What the hell? Are you serious? Nah, Grosjean, are you having me off? I'll take that place back, thank you. This has got to be one of the most pointless safety cars I've ever had to endure. The turn 1 incident wasn't even worth a safety car, and it stayed out for like 3 laps now. I just want this race to get underway properly. It's going to be dry conditions soon. This pretty much reminds me of any wet start in a Formula 1 race. I'll almost guarantee the race is going to start like this today if it's raining by even the smallest amount. Safety car in this lap. Come on, Charlie, get this race back underway. Someone bring me a white visor too while you're at it.
Safety car in this lap.
Hallelujah. Nah, the intermediate is sliding around now. You could just about pit in for dry tyres now as we go to green flag racing. Overtaken Carlos Sainz as we're getting sideways, even in 6th gear there. No one has opted to go into the pits, which is actually quite surprising. I think we might be switching on the end of this lap. So absolutely no running on dry tyres at the moment, and it's an absolute happy hour for the AI who are setting purple lap times. And I have absolutely no grip at all.
We think there's a viable strategy change available
Thanks,
to us.
Jeff.
Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one?
I think I'm going to go on the mediums, to be honest. I want to wait out this dry period until it goes back to intermediate tyres again. So I think it won't be worth switching onto the soft compound tyres. But coming into this middle sector, Harrianto is slowing up Gutierrez here, and we're going to go around the outside. Took the grass a little bit on the working side tyres, but we've got the move done into P12. Next up is Harrianto. I need to get rid of this strategy bullshit. Yes, we go purple. Final corner. Can we get a nice exit versus Harrianto? Let's chuck it up into rich revs. This could be a very worthwhile overtake here as we all head into the pit lane. It's going to be no, my teammate's in the pits. I got to go straight on. I'm sorry, Harrianto. I'm sorry. Harrianto's out of the race. I had to stay out. I had to stay out because Bottas was in the pits and he was just in front of me. I would have been held for like, it would have been a 15-second pit stop because when you stack behind your teammate, you just lose so much time. It would have been worth staying out, but I'm so sorry to Harry Anto because I've just blown him up. Okay. How did we not concede damage there?
Okay, it could be a risk with the circuit this greasy, but we think the slick might now be the quicker tyre. If you think you can keep it on the road, let's consider swapping over.
This is so treacherous. On the outside of signs once again. As soon as you go anywhere near full throttle, the car just wants to kill you. Back into P5. It's going to be interesting to see how much time we've lost versus the guys we were racing. Okay, I gotta slow this down early. Inters do not like to slow down well in drier conditions. Don't speed into the pits, that's a good stop. So it's going to be us versus Carlos Sainz, and I believe Kimi Räikkönen behind us. I'm not too sure. No, he was in front of us. Let's see. 2-second stop, 2.7. Do we manage to jump Sainz? Yes, we do. But we're going to be well towards the back of the field here. P16 as we leave the circuit. And we've got a lot of work to do. Fastest start of the race from Lewis Hamilton, 14.3. What can we do? No, it doesn't matter what we can do. We've got traffic. Pascal Wehrlein and Jolyon Palmer. Engineer, why do you always wait until I get in battles to start talking to me? Up the inside of Palmer. Huge lockup. Ah, so much traction versus Alonso there on the hard compound tyres. Yes, we do just have enough room there. I thought he was going to squeeze me off there. He probably had every right to, given he had the inside line there, but he was a gentleman to me there. P13. Next up is Ericsson. We set a purple middle sector as well. We're going to have DRS, which is definitely going to help our attempts at getting a fastest lap of the race here. And we do. 14.2. Only half a tenth clear, or half a tenth faster than the Mercedes at the moment. And that is exactly why I didn't want to go on the soft compound tyres again. They're all in again. DRS, slipstream on Hulkenberg as he pits, and I've just gone onto the negative in terms of my fuel as well, so I'll need to keep an eye on that. Alright, so a bit of a sit rep as to what's going on in this race at the moment. I'm still on the medium tyres. I believe everyone around me and in front are still on either the mediums, but most likely the hards. We've got both the Red Bulls just in front of us as well. Tyre wear is about 30-odd%, 35 on the front left. So we'll need to start thinking about a pit stop soon. I'd say within the next 6 laps. Unless the rain starts to fall down. But as you can see from the sky, absolutely no signs of rain to be heading our way. I'll actually check with the engineer what the situation is with the weather.
Conditions to remain dry for a while. We will update you if the outlook changes.
So going by that, the rain is nowhere near being on the horizon. So I think we might switch on to possibly another set of mediums. Come on then, show me this Williams, Mercedes, OP, straight line speed. Is Ricciardo going to go for a dive on his teammates? We're kind of going to prevent that from happening by going up the inside of him. Anyway, there's contact with Verstappen. Lost the back end a little bit in the process. But we've got Ricciardo. And I think he's going to have a little lunge at me at the end of this straight here. I'll move to the inside. I'll break that slipstream. I don't want to get involved with Ricciardo at all. Deep under brakes. Just trying to defend from Ricciardo. And we've kept him behind. Jeez, the AI are really slow through this middle sector. Thank you, engineer. A lunge on Verstappen as well, and we've got him too. I really had to work hard for those overtakes because the pace is really neutralised between myself and the AI. My tyres have been wearing out quicker. That's to be expected. But these guys are really lapping consistently at this part of the race. And now all the medium runners, including myself, have really got to come in about now. Max, what are you... Right, he's going around, he's missed contact. I think he's chipped a bit of his front wing off. I saw something go flying. It wasn't from my car. Let's actually check with the engineer how the vehicle is. I think it's fine.
On the tyres, our data is showing some wear. Most likely you'll be able to feel it.
Yeah, so the car is fine at the moment, but Max's definitely isn't. So hopefully we can pull away from him a little bit. Meanwhile, while we've been trying to pull away from the Red Bulls, both the Ferraris have been squabbling away for second place as well. And they're really starting to fall into my clutches here. But like I said, I've really got to make that pit stop. Oh, I had a nice run on Raikkonen, but I couldn't take it anywhere. I will take it up the inside though, into second place. Mercedes stopped on the previous lap, so that's relinquished us in the second place. Lean mix 1 and box, and almost break the car coming into the pit lane. Does anyone follow me? No one follows me, so looks like the Mercedes were on the medium tyres. We're going to go mediums again to go a long way into this race and wait for the rain to come down. But let's see, Rosberg has jumped me. Hamilton, as you saw, set the fastest lap of the race, so they're a long way up the road. Mercedes definitely have this one in control, but we're in a huge battle here with both Red Bull and Ferrari. We need to put in some qualifying laps and put some distance between us. This will be fun. Come on. Yes, that's so rewarding. Ricciardo's in, and probably one of the Ferraris as well. Verstappen stopped on the last lap, and just as I thought, we're going to jump those guys by quite a long way. Ricciardo going onto the mediums, Vettel opting for the hards. He's just in front of me though, and it's going to be close, so we're going to have to overtake him on track here to get into P4. Up the inside into turn 4. It's pretty close, but we get him.
Okay, gap ahead is 11.0 seconds. You're falling back by 1/10 a lap. They're on old softs.
And that's a little bit depressing. So, Hamilton's come in on the last lap, but Rosberg is now leading the race on a set of soft compound tyres. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this looks pretty good to me. I've only got 22% tyre wear at the moment. Rosberg definitely has to come in again, and it may rain towards the end of the race. So we may get away with one less stop. This might be Rosberg coming into the pits here. We might inherit the lead of the Brazilian Grand Prix, and there it is. We now lead this race with 12 laps remaining. We're in the box seat. You know, no matter what happens with the weather now, like, we could essentially stretch this out to the end of the race and win by a little bit of a margin, but I think the rain will come back. It was scheduled to come back in the last few laps, so we'll keep it cool, as Felipe often does, and yeah, we'll see what we can do.
Looking at the radar, we should see light rain within 10 minutes time.
There it is. Light rain in 10 minutes time. 10 laps to go. I think we might just get some sprinkles with a few laps to go in this race. The guys behind me are actually closing in a little bit. Vettel 2.0 or 2.6 seconds behind. Raikkonen has made his way into third, overtaking Hamilton. So Mercedes, for whatever reason, are falling away at the back end of this race. The tyre wear is at the 45%, but we're holding on for now.
The track is clear. Green flag.
Something catastrophic has happened back there. There's 2 or 3 cars involved. Let's have a look on the replay camera, as you saw me having a bit of a moment, losing the back end on the curve. So there's a Red Bull, a Ferrari. Oh my God! It's Ricciardo. He got tangled up with a banana car. Have a look at this. The contact from Ricciardo onto the Renault just sent him airborne there. I want to have a look from his onboard. That was absolutely mental. I'm not too sure which banana car it was. I think it might be Kevin Magnussen, but I'm surprised he didn't lose a tyre there. Once again, I feel for Rio Harriento, because he lost his tyres for much less than that. No. The tyres are not feeling good at this stage. Front right, 65%. Vettel has, in the last 2 laps, just come out of nowhere and is starting to get within range of attacking me. 3 laps to go. I think fuel is okay. That's the one thing I've got up my sleeve a little bit to use, but I'm really hoping the rain comes down here to really neutralize this tyre disadvantage that I have at the moment. Shit. I gotta attack. I gotta use rich revs here. I gotta use everything to defend from here, because Vettel's on fresher tyres. Defensive into turn 4. I'm gonna have to squeeze him out a little bit there. I was just grip limited. There was like literally nothing more I could offer through that corner, and I squeezed off Vettel. An absolute treat there. The gap is out to over a second again, but he'll close that down in the course of the middle sector. Car feels absolutely dreadful right now. We lost 3 seconds to that last lap. We've got engine problems now, and Vettel is caught up once again. Rich revs. It's the exact same scenario as last time, except Hamilton is a lot closer. I've gone in too deep. I've gone in too deep.
This light plane is going to be with us for a while now.
Thanks for that, Jeff. Last lap now of this Brazilian Grand Prix. You can see the huge, angry train of cars behind me, including Vettel, Hamilton, Raikkonen as well. We've just got to take this so cautiously to get this to the finish. Jenson Button is out of the Grand Prix, and I'm guessing he was one of the cars behind me. I just have absolutely no grip at this stage of the Grand Prix. I should have came in on the last lap for a set of intermediate tyres, but I just thought it probably wouldn't be worth the risk. Might go for a lunge here on Vettel. Can't quite get there. Even though I'm on the softer of the two compounds, I just don't have anything really to match it with Vettel. Although, this middle sector seems to be pretty favourable for us. We're going to go up the inside of Vettel. It's going to be a do-or-die move in absolutely zero grip conditions. It's like, it's worse than driving on ice. Thank you, engineer. Oh, we're low on fuel too. I've got to save fuel. But through the final corner. Now, we've run out of fuel now. There's absolutely nothing I can do, and Vettel's not overtaking me. There's a huge train, but I'm still leading. On lap 36 of 36 yellow flags, they can't overtake me. What is actually going on here? Green flags again. Vettel isn't overtaking me, neither is Rosberg. Are these guys actually going to form up and let Felipe Massa take glory in his final race at Brazil? Checkered flag is out, and Vettel is not. No, there he goes! No! He's taking it up me at the death there, and there's a huge pile up. And I didn't even know what position I finished in.
That was an excellent drive.
P5. What was that race? I have absolutely no idea what was going on that last lap. We were doing our absolute best to hold on there on the medium tyres that did a very long way into the race, and the rain absolutely came down in the last lap. We ran out of fuel on the final straight there because I was too busy worried about keeping the guys behind me, and yeah, ran out of fuel. Then they all formed up behind me, and it was almost like a safety car formation lap. It was really, really weird. But then as soon as Vettel got the overlap on me, then he gunned it for the line. There was a huge crash as well, and we ended up in position 5. So I came so very close to getting glory there with Felipe Massa in his final race. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that one nonetheless. It's just a lesson for me to better manage my fuel. I'm not in the manor anymore, which has been absolutely monumental for fuel consumption. But yeah, I think that's what made the ultimate difference in the end there. But yeah, there we go. That's been this video for today. Before I stop rambling, I'm going to end off this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you want to see another tribute video maybe for Jenson Button at Abu Dhabi, then let me know, and I'll possibly get on to doing that when that Grand Prix rolls around. So thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you thought of today's Grand Prix, the real-life Brazilian Grand Prix. And yeah, I'll see you guys for a brand new video very soon. Back end is everywhere. It's the last lap of the Brazilian Grand Prix. And here comes Massa. Not Massa, I'm Massa. And we're back to square one again.
You all right? Let me know you're all right.
Oh, come on. Stay with me, baby. No. Can't just make it through without fucking up. Look at that huge, angry pack of cars behind me. There goes Vettel. That way inside my brakes. No, I actually can't fucking do this.